Don't ever do nothing like this again. Don't come back up here.
You don't have to worry about that, Sheriff.
I'd kind of like to see this town die peaceful.
In the movie Deliverance, the locals refer to the people who live in the rural and remote areas of Georgia wilderness where the main characters undertake their canoeing trip. These locals are portrayed as isolated and rough individuals who have a deep connection to the land and have adapted to a harsh and unforgiving environment. The locals are depicted as rugged, unsophisticated, and somewhat mysterious figures. They lead a simple and primitive lifestyle far removed from the urban world from which the four friends come. Due to their isolation, they may be wary of outsiders and have developed wariness towards city dwellers venturing into their territory. Amongst the locals, there is a group of particularly menacing and dangerous individuals led by a character known as the Toothless Man, played by Bill McKinney. This group becomes a source of conflict for the main characters during the course of their journey. The encounter with these hostile mountain men takes the story into a tense and harrowing direction, forcing the city dwellers to confront a brutal and savage side of humanity they had never imagined. The portrayal of the locals in Deliverance raises complex questions about the relationship between civilization and the wilderness, the impact of development on the natural environment, and the clashes of cultures between rural and urban communities. It also serves as a cautionary tale about the potential dangers and consequences of encroaching on untouched and isolated territories. Throughout the film, the depiction of the locals serves to heighten the sense of tension and unease as the city-dwelling protagonists find themselves in an unfamiliar and potentially hostile territory. The portrayal of these locals adds an element of realism and cultural exploration to the movie, further enhancing its impact as a psychological thriller and a meditation on human nature. The locals in the rural Georgia wilderness are portrayed as living a simple and isolated lifestyle, disconnected from the urban world and modern conveniences. The film does not provide an explicit explanation for why the locals don't fully embrace progress, but there are several possible reasons that can be inferred from their portrayal and the broader context of the story. 1. Cultural isolation. The locals live in a remote and rugged region which has likely resulted in a level of cultural isolation from the advancements and changes taking place in the urban areas. Their way of life may have been preserved for generations, and they may prefer to maintain their traditional customs and practices. 2. Dependency on nature. The locals in the wilderness are likely more dependent on the natural resources around them for survival. Their connection to the land and nature may be strong, leading them to value their traditional lifestyle over the allure of modernization. 3. Skepticism or mistrust. The locals' skepticism or mistrust of progress may stem from their experiences with outsiders. The arrival of the four urban friends could be seen as an intrusion into their territory, leading to an apprehension about the potential consequences of embracing progress. 4. Lack of infrastructure. The remote location of the wilderness might limit access to modern infrastructure and amenities. The practical challenges of introducing progress in such areas could be a barrier to fully embrace modernization. 5. Preservation of identity. The locals' resistance to progress may also be tied to their desire to preserve their unique identity and cultural heritage. Embracing progress could potentially lead to the loss of their traditional way of life and cultural practices. It's more important to note that the film is a fictional portrayal, and the reasons for the locals' reluctance to embrace progress are not explicitly explored in depth. Additionally, the movie does not attempt to represent the perspectives of all rural communities, as it focuses on a specific group of characters and their interactions with the locals in a particular setting. As such, it's essential to approach the depiction of the locals with a critical understanding of the film's narrative and context. The term locals generally refers to people who live in a specific region or locality, as opposed to tourists or outsiders. Therefore, locals can be found throughout the United States, as they represent the residents of various cities, towns, and rural areas. Some examples of regions in the United States where locals reside include New England, comprising states such as Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. New England is known for its historical significance, distinct culture, and scenic landscapes. Another one is to the south, states like Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, and many others are known for their rich history, diverse cultural heritage, and unique traditions. 3, the Midwest. States in the Midwest include Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, and Wisconsin, are often associated with agriculture, industry, and friendly communities. 4, the Rocky Mountains, occupying parts of states like Colorado, Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho. The Rocky Mountains are known for their stunning mountain ranges and outdoor recreational opportunities. 5, the Pacific Northwest. States such as Washington and Oregon are known for their lush forests, beautiful coastlines, and environmentally conscious communities. 6, the Southwest. States like Arizona, New Mexico, and parts of California offer a blend of Native American, Hispanic, and Anglo-American cultures, along with unique desert landscapes. 7, the Appalachian region. Stretching from the northeastern United States to the southeastern states, the Appalachian region is known for its picturesque mountains and small towns and Appalachian culture. 8, Alaska, known for its vast wilderness and unique Native Alaskan cultures. Alaska is home to both urban areas and remote villages. 9, Hawaii, an island state in the Pacific. Hawaii boasts its own unique culture, traditions, and breathtaking natural beauty. Each region has its own unique identity, history, and culture shaped by the people who call it home. The term locals can encompass a wide range of individuals from various backgrounds, contributing to the rich diversity of the United States.